Welcome to the Four Listeners Program.
Corey's rubbing his beard.
Fuck. Stop rubbing
Was
your
I?
beard.
I
Yes.
was picking my nose.
Whatever you're doing, keep it fucking away from the microphone.
Well, it's right up in my, right up on my lips, just like.
Your mom.
Oh my god. Oh man.
I'm muting now.
Thank you. Here we go. On the mics, we have the Z-Man. What's up, Z?
Jam is truly outrageous. Truly outrageous.
Righteous. And on the other mic, we have the illustrious Corey G. What is up, sir?
Nothing. That's all I got.
All right then.
Nothing.
Okay. You're not drinking some beers?
I'm always drinking
No,
beers.
I-
I figured that was getting old,
No,
though.
I just want to make sure.
Always. You think I could do this show sober with you assholes?
Clearly not. What up, everybody? I'm Spear. This week, I like many of you listening, I'm sure, are children of the '80s. I feel like the '80s are a time that was good for us back then, and I have lots of good memories of the '80s. But the further away you get from the '80s, the more and more you are glad you got away from the '80s. And there are people in this world who conspire to bring back the '80s as much as they possibly can, and something must be done about it. Something must be done about '80s comebacks. I've had it with things that were then becoming now. And it's everything. It's entertainment. It's fashion. It's to some degree music. It has to stop. Something must be done about it. What say you?
Everything old is new again.
Yeah.
I disagree that anything good ever came out of the 80s.
Well, there were things that came out of the '80s that were good, but that was it. Let's leave them there. I think we did a show like this a few weeks ago where we started talking about lack of originality, and I think that's the root here, right? It's if it was popular back then, it must be popular. It can or it should be popular again now.
It will be, because now people our age have children, and they're like, hey, I played with Cabbage Patch Kids when I was little. My kid would love to play with Cabbage Patch Kids when they were little, and then I can live vicariously through my kids, and I can play with my dolls again and live out my childhood again.
I guess. I mean, to a certain degree, I am guilty of that, because I buy Star Wars toys with impunity for my 3.5-year-old son.
They're not for your kids. Stop honing off on him.
He told me he hates that shit. He wants G.I. Joe.
All right, if you're going to do G.I. Joe, that's fine. But don't do the same G.I. Joe figures. You know what I mean? Come up
No,
with new
they-
G.I.
they-
Joes.
No, fuck that. If you're gonna redo G.I. Joe, it better be the same G.I. Joe that I bought, which means I better be able to buy the aircraft carrier this time. And the F-14 Tomcat.
And put the fucking springs back in it so the shit shoots.
Oh, no,
I
we
hate that,
can't.
I hate
Those
that, like that fucking dribble shit. It's like spits out the tip.
that sounds
Wait,
nasty.
what are we talking about? Toys or?
I was trying
Here.
to hook you up so that you guys could go with it, but
I was trying to think of something, but
yeah, I wasn't getting it out quick enough.
Yeah, I was just trying to cut it off at the pass.
I
Those-
wasn't getting it out quick enough.
should have had Spears' mom help.
Seriously, guys, come on, a little quicker.
Try. I'm a little slow tonight.
So here's my problem. My problem is that sometimes it's not just a remake. Sometimes it's just or a reboot. And there are certain things that they either have rebooted or are rebooting, right? The Thundercats. Remember Thundercats?
Thunder, Thundercats!
Ho!
Snarf.
So they rebooted Thundercats now. There's a whole new sexy Thundercats. I didn't realize that Thundercats needed to be sexy, but all right. There's going to be a new Voltron. There's going to be a new Care Bears, a computer animated Care Bears.
What?
Yeah. There's going to be a computer animated Care Bears. And my concern with the computer animation of the Care Bears is that it might be like, sometimes with the animation, the computer animation, you get like those dull eyes.
Like Yoda.
They might creep you out a little bit. You know what I mean? Care Bears aren't supposed to be creepy. They're supposed to be like cute and cuddly, right?
Are they going to do that stupid shit where they bring in like lions and the other animals of the forest? I hated those.
What are you talking about?
That's when the show totally went downhill. the Care Bears had like the fucking Woodland Friends, and there was like Braveheart Lion and shit.
Yep, that's right.
God, why do I know that?
Yeah. Why did I just agree with you? They're bringing back Cabbage Patch as a
Cabbage Patch makes sense.
Well, because Cabbage Patch you can start with the dolls again, right?
Do you remember the smell? You remember how they smelled? They smelled like
Yes,
what the fuck? It was like a baby powder.
something like that. I can recall that smell very well, very distinctly.
Yeah. So
I miss it sometimes.
you know who smells like that, Gansorn, is your mom.
Dude, you are terrible at this.
Fuck, dude.
It's really bad.
It's
But
like you. I don't think you could be worse if you tried.
God damn it. So Amber, here's a whole bunch of these things that are actually being rebooted.
You know what? Your mom wears combat boots. Take that for an 80s flashback. Booyah!
They're being restarted. They're being reinitialized. There are some things that are just going back onto the TV wholesale. So there's a channel or a cable channel called The Hub, which I don't even know if I have, but evidently they are rerunning Gem. You guys remember Gem?
Yeah.
So all right, so for those of you listening, and I guess this is gonna demonstrate how pathetic I actually am, but I've seen this show, and I think
History has demonstrated how pathetic you are.
Thank
Not
you.
anything new.
Fantastic. But I mean, they're not even rebooting this show. It's just they're just replaying it again. Terrible '80s music, terrible '80s fashion, and all. Like, it's
Again,
You know why? It's because it's a new network and they don't have money to get anything decent, so they buy the rights for some shitty show that nobody cares about.
just-
they're
yikes.
learning from Coca-Cola. Don't fuck with the formula when it works.
But all right, so financial things aside, what is it? Where are these producers or these programmers in their head turning around and saying, you know what people really watch? Gem.
Well, they probably did that. They probably are seeing that, hey, these guys are rebooting this, they're rebooting this, they're redoing this. What if we bring back Johnny Quest?
Johnny
No,
Quest.
I'm telling you, it's because they don't have money. Because Sci-Fi Network started out that way. They used to show reruns of the live-action Spider-Man, which I don't know if you've ever seen that, but it was terrible. They would show Manimal. They would show Automan. They would show the $6 Million Man, which was actually pretty cool. And they would show shit like that, Incredible Hulk, because they didn't have the money for anything else. Talk about bad TV. Gah.
Yeah.
You ever seen Manimal?
Oh yeah.
I
Yeah.
have not.
He's
That's
half man, half animal.
Manimal.
Animal.
They couldn't even come up with a specific animal that he was half?
Nope. And Automan, he's a hologram from a computer program that when you give it enough power, he becomes real, and he's actually a Lamborghini Countach covered in fluorescent lighting.
So he's got ground effects?
Dude, he's got effects all over the place.
That's hot.
And he wore a spandex suit with blue neon as well.
Like the one that Chris's mom was wearing last night?
Oh.
Yeah.
So if there was something that you would bring back, what would it be?
I would bring back my Jetfire toy.
The Transformers.
Just that one. Maybe the Transformers in general, because they actually transformed into stuff. Recognizable things.
So where do you come down on the Michael Bay-ness of it all with the Transformers movies?
Terrible.
My biggest problem with the Transformers movies was that they don't transform into the things that they used to transform into.
That's what I'm talking about. It's all, and they don't have that sound effect.
Well, they do, but it's buried underneath all the parts and whatever else whirring, right? Look, Optimus Prime transformed into a truck.
Yep.
And that was about the only thing they got right. After that, it was all downhill.
Yeah,
So-
when did what's his name stop becoming a gun?
Megatron.
Yeah.
Right. Megatron transformed into this weird alien jet thing, right?
Surprised you didn't turn into a fucking walkie-talkie.
Goddamn Spielberg.
You know, I still have yet to see the remake of E.T.
I refuse on principle.
That's probably the way I should go about it, but at one point I'll probably see it.
The DVD that I bought, the ET DVD I bought, has both versions of the movie. That's the way you should do it. You know,
Yeah.
if you're
You
gonna
wanna
fuck
be-
with the movie, release both versions.
Yeah, you want to be pussified, choose the pussified version. That should actually label it that way.
Yeah,
Like widescreen and full screen.
Yeah, pussified, unpussified.
yeah, fucking Lucas. Because there's no fucking musical number at the beginning of Jedi. You know,
And then at the end of Jedi.
well, he changed the song at the end of Jedi. It's not Yub Yub anymore. Now it's some fucking orchestral music. Wait,
What?
Yep.
Bring
Okay,
back
Jimmy,
fucking Yub Yub.
Chihuahua.
Thank
Dun,
you.
Oh.
Yeah,
That's what I would bring back from the 80s, the original theatrical releases of Star Wars.
amen to that, brother. Amen.
Even
to
though
that.
the first one came out in 77.
Well, all right, but the other two came out in 80 and 81, 80 and 83. So yeah, they're technically movies of the 80s. What would you bring back, Z-Man?
So for me, if what you're saying is true, Voltron Lions.
Lions,
Please-
right? Not the cars.
Yeah. They're in the vehicles, not the vehicles. Because like, what is it when they form the Voltron at the end? It's like, I'll form arm. Well, I guess they do it for
Form
both
feet
Voltrons.
and legs.
Yeah,
Form
I hate the end part.
arms
It was like,
and
and
body.
I'll form the head.
Yep.
I don't like it when they do that. But we were talking about this earlier, and I think you cut it out of one of our early episodes, that Pink Voltron is got to be up in age now.
You mean legal age?
Yeah. Like, she's got to be pretty smoking right about now.
I would agree. I'd be all over that. Oh, what about Star Blazers?
Oh, Starblaze would be pretty sweet.
I looked into buying like the DVD set. They're like $30 a piece, and there's like 800 of them.
Danger,
Fuck
danger everywhere. Dun, 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 dun. Evil men with evil men. They can't destroy what we see. Dream. It's our Star Blazers. And all you did is you waited to the end of the show where he just fucking shot the giant cannon.
Yeah, wave motion cannon. Yeah, that's the only part I remember. I was on at like 6:30 too. I had to wake up early as fuck to watch that.
Yeah, kids got it easy nowadays with TiVo. Come on. Yeah, no, I agree with Corey on this one, though, that Star Blazers is definitely gold if they rebuild it.
And do you guys remember Mask?
I was
Oh,
just
okay.
gonna say Mask.
Oh, fuck yeah, Mask was the shit.
All right, that's the other
Yeah,
thing I'd bring back
yeah.
is Mask.
Okay.
That was amazing. They had good toys. That shit, those guns, they shot all the way across the
Oh,
room.
it was fantastic. There was the SUV that
Yeah.
turned into like a tank. The fucking turret swung open, right, and it had like missiles that came out of it. The
Switchblade helicopter.
Yep. But at some point, though, do you? I mean, yeah, we're talking about all this stuff that was awesome. I mean, do we really need to bring it back? Because at some point,
Wait.
Zeth, you made a good point in an earlier show. It's like it was good back then, and that's the way you remember it, right? Like if you
What I
bring
would
back
do- I
Voltron, is it going to be as awesome as you remember it?
I would start a museum that would have all those toys, and you could pay money and you come play with them, and then you go home. That way, you don't have to waste your money buying them off eBay. Be like, that was cool. I played Rambo, or I played with Jetfire, and then you go home, and your wife doesn't bust your balls.
That's a good idea.
And you could share them with your kids, too.
Yep.
So you'd be like, this is what Daddy used to play with when he was a little kid.
Yeah, and none of this newfangled crap that doesn't like. If I'm going to play with an Optimus Prime toy, it's going to be the one that I used to play with as a kid, right? Not some fucked up version of whatever it is now from the movie. Right? It's got to
Yep.
be. It's got to be the Optimus Prime that has the cab that opened up with the little car that came out, right, and it launched the missiles and the whole routine, right? And Optimus was easy enough to transform. You didn't need like a fucking master's degree in order to figure out how to transform Optimus Prime. You know what I'm saying?
That was kind of half the fun, though.
But isn't this on some level kind of pathetic that we reach back and we want to start playing with all this stuff? Can't we just move on with our lives? I mean,
Yeah, but look how excited we're getting off of it.
I guess I don't know. I'd rather just say it had its time. It's in the past. Let it stay there. Let it live forever in our memories, rather than bring this stuff back and have it be destroyed, right?
I wholeheartedly agree.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm afraid of, right? If you bring back Voltron, if you bring back Thundercats, if you bring back any of the stuff that was cool, back in the day,
Yeah, they're going to break it. They're
I'm
going to fuck
afraid
it up.
I'm
It's going to be
afraid it's
ruined.
going to ruin it. And then, like, if I give my kid Voltron and he doesn't like it, what do I do then?
Yeah, what if your kid didn't like Star Wars?
But I may have this problem, right? I mean, he's still young and he's, still a Padawan learner, so I'm going to give him some time. But what happens if he doesn't like Star Wars? What do I do?
Disown him.
I'm going to have to. No choice. Same thing with
Well-
Voltron. I hand him a Voltron. He goes, "What the hell is this?" And I'm going to go, "You're going to fucking love this thing,"
Yeah.
Because otherwise, Mommy's going to get mad that I bought it. So fucking love this goddamn thing. That's my problem. Some things should just stay in the past. What other things should just stay? What things are? So we talked about things that we liked. What things should stay in the past? I'll give you this as a suggestion. Certain fashion,
Jeans jackets.
denim jackets. For some deranged reason, denim jackets are making a comeback. I don't understand it. Another thing that's on its way back. Big
Bell-bottom
hair.
pants.
What's that?
Bell-bottom pants.
Bell-bottom pants. Well, that's more 70s and 80s, but okay. Another thing. Big hair, big crimped hair. Every girl I knew back in the 80s had a crimping iron.
I like it.
You like the big crimped hair?
I love it. I can't wait for that to come back.
Oh man. No, I can
Dude.
do without. The other thing, the leg warmers. The leg warmers
Yeah.
under the leggings. The leggings and then the leg warmers over them like Flashdance. That's making a comeback. What the
That's
fuck is
fine.
that about?
I'm fine with that.
Please tell me no.
I'm serious. So why are you fine with it, Z-Man?
It's just, it's just like wearing spandex.
I think spandex should be banned from the world forever.
No. Spandex is fine as long as you make it in the size that spandex was intended to be made in. Spandex shouldn't come in 16.
Yeah, okay. I completely agree. You should, when you go to buy spandex, you should step on a scale. Or somebody should, like, measure you or something.
Unless you're getting it as a Halloween costume gag gift, because I
Oh.
wear it all the time as a
Oh.
costume gift.
No, man, I don't ever want to see you in spandex, brother.
Oh, I only go booty shorts.
Fuck that. No spandex, no leg warmers. And oh, by the way, no more big shoulder pads.
Yeah, those are gross. I
Because
hate
that's
those.
starting to make a comeback too, right? No. It was fucked up then. It's fucked up now. It doesn't look good.
Yeah, chicks with big shoulders is not something you want to promote.
No, chicks with big shoulders in blaring colors, like the neon thing is back, like the Don Johnson thing.
Are we going
No.
to start wearing suit jackets and roll up our sleeves?
Or you pinned your cuffs. Remember that on your pants?
Oh, you pegged your cuffs.
You pegged whatever you fuck you call it. You pegged
Come
your
on.
cuffs on your pants. Remember that shit?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I was doing it. I did it the other day.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Why?
Why not?
Because it's terrible. What possessed you to do that?
We were fucking around and we just did it.
You were fucking around and you just did it.
Yeah.
It sounds like how you were conceived.
Terrible.
Oh,
Inappropriate.
terribly awesome.
Inappropriate.
Well, that's how I recall it.
What sexual position causes the ugliest babies?
What? Is this like some sort of statistically proven thing?
Yeah, you can just go ask your mom.
I walked right into that one.
I saw it coming a mile away, and it was still funny.
Walked right into that one.
Thank you, beer. You know what one thing cannot come back?
What's that?
All those 80s words like tubular and radical.
Oh my god.
Like, oh my god.
Like, gag me with a
Oh
spoon.
my god. No, you're all right. So wait, what radical? Totally radical,
Tubular.
tubular.
Totally tubular.
All right, so here's so on top of totally tubular and the radical thing. How about some of the catchphrases from the '80s, like, "Where's the beef?"
Yeah, whatever happened to that lady?
I'm hoping that she died. The I've fallen and I can't get up. You guys remember that?
Clap on.
Oh, there you go.
Clap off.
So how about this phrase? And now we know. And then what would you say to that?
And knowing is half the battle. G.I. Joe!
There you go. Here's a couple of other things like radical and tubular that should not come back. How about bitchin', bodacious,
Bodacious tatas.
bogus,
Well, that was all the Bill and Ted's.
yeah, cool beans.
Still say that.
Oh God. Here's one that absolutely should stay where it was. Way cool or way. No way. Way.
Yeah, again, Bill and Ted's.
Yep. Yeah, I think all those fit into the
There we go. Let's leave Keanu Reeves in the 80s.
What
Well, if
was
we
wrong
left-
with Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure?
That's where it should stay.
Yeah, because that was the height of Keanu Reeves' powers.
You know they're making a third one, right?
Oh my God! Please tell me you're lying.
No, we're not. That's very true. He wants to make another one. He wants to bring back what the fuck's his name, Alex Winter? Because what the fuck happened to that guy? You know, Keanu went off to go do The Matrix. Where the hell has Alex Winter been?
Can't believe you actually know the name.
Like I said, man.
You know what they
vast
should
wasteland.
do? They should bring Nick Cage in.
To Bill and Ted.
Yeah.
That would be hilarious.
Because that is about his level.
That would be hilarious. All right, then. So what did we learn? What did we learn about the 80s? What did we learn?
It sucked.
Well, I guess it sucked and it didn't suck, right? Because we all found things that we liked and we all found things that we didn't like.
Why you have to disagree?
Fuck your mom. What about you there, Z-Man?
Bring back hot chicks in large lion suits
With big crimped hair.
with big crimped hair.
Nice.
In spandex that is a smaller size.
Right on. I learned that there are things that I do actually like from the 80s that I could bring back, but for the large majority of things, I'd like them to just stay where they are. If there are things that you would like to see brought back from the 80s, or if there are things that you'd like to have them just see stay put, why don't you go ahead and post them on the Facebook page, facebook.com/4listeners or 4listeners.com. Check us out on iTunes. Search for 4 Listeners and we'll pop up. We thank you for checking us out this week, and we hope that you will check us out again next week. Thanks, everybody.